My bad, I didn't know you were doing that. But that was too tall for the video.
Let's make sure you lean up.
Yeah.
Mess with this. Hey y'all, you on air with Kay and this is Raw the Podcast. I'm Kay. I'm Carly with a K.
CV26, what up?
Get started, Gunner.
And we have with us Court and Candy.
Hey.
Thank you for coming. Are y'all nervous?
No.
Nervous? Today we're going to continue our polyamorous and open relationship conversation. But first, I'm going to start since it's Black History Month. Today I'm talking about Mistress Velvet. She's a black female BDS. She's in the BDSM community and she makes her white customers pay her reparations.
So, like,
She say she get. I guess maybe she charged them extra.
that's what I was just about to ask.
Yeah, I guess she charged them extra.
I heard somebody doing that before.
Yeah, she has a master's in interdisciplinary studies, and she also took up gender and African studies. And she makes her white clientele pay her reparations.
I'm here for it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm here for it. If they don't pay.
Yeah, they paying then. I mean, I know a girl that does massages and she charges the white clientele double. Yeah.
That's cool. I don't got nothing.
I mean,
we gotta get it back. You gotta get it. That's a good Black History fact. Where you get that Black History fact from?
I mean,
it
is just for the month of February, right?
It's Black History Month every day.
No, he's talking about the.
I thought about in March. And the price is gonna be the same in March.
I think they're the same.
No, she said she make them pay reparations. So
she make them pay her reparations.
that's good.
Mistress Velvet. She's a cute girl too.
What's her Instagram?
I don't know her Instagram. I gotta find it. I googled her.
That's not my hair.
And actually, you guys, we're gonna do a whole episode on BDSM. I'm intrigued.
I'm ready for that.
I would
Oh
love
my
to
gosh,
do
yes.
that in the bedroom with my guy. He wasn't so traditional.
What's wrong with being true?
That's the modern shit. Yeah.
You know, it's the bondage,
She
the
wants you to
whips
put the
and the
mask
chains.
on, man. She wants you to put that
the
leather
whipping,
mask on.
tying up.
She wants you to put the Balenciaga mask on,
Yeah.
man.
And she probably fulfilling a
Oh,
low-key fetish.
Like Fifty Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Type,
Yeah, that's what she does. She's
dressed up in a slave outfit.
Jay, if you put the
Yeah, she pretty
Balenciaga
much-
mask on, man.
But I mean, anybody kind of like some.
They tie you up. They got the string whip and they go do it like.
Yeah.
Kind of like torture, yeah.
If you like to get choked, then that's kind of equivalent to that. It's the same.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget I have a lot of those.
Jay, if you put the Balenciaga mask on, man.
You lucky you was just recording us and you had nothing else going on.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Whose phone is that?
It's playing.
It's still playing?
Yeah, it's in the headphones.
Yeah, it's
He's part of our engineer.
no, not no more.
Part of our engineer.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're into that, don't forget I still have those items for
It's like
sale.
that Bluetooth.
Yeah, you talking about time.
All BDS items are on sale, $10 each this
I
week.
need my medicine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to post so I can get it. Station going.
You're awesome. All right, I got a couple icebreakers. So this past, we
That's
talked
good.
about Glorilla a lot last year and her little viral post. This past week, Sierra wrote a song telling single women that they don't need a man.
But she's married.
Yeah, she has the man she wanted and she prayed for him. She's telling everybody else they don't need a man.
She's weird.
The audacity of this
I mean,
bitch.
but I heard,
Don't you disrespect her like that?
I love Sierra, but the audacity.
but I mean, I heard her dude is a lame though.
But what
So
does that have to do with
what?
anything?
What do that matter?
He probably don't count to her.
What's the lame as a man?
What's the
You talking about
name?
Russell Wilson?
What's the
Yeah.
name? Being a gentleman, being respectful,
He lost his
being,
virginity to her.
being loyal. No, he didn't.
He did, I swear to God.
Stop.
He was
told you
raised.
that?
He was
Look it up.
he
I
was
would
raised
look it up.
Christian, but I
I
don't
would
think
look it up. He lost his virginity to Sierra.
that's one.
He
That's
waited
beautiful.
till he got married to lose his virginity.
That's beautiful.
Man, that's the first time I'm ever hearing that.
Me
Watch
too.
this.
Yeah, that's
Watch
the first
this.
I ever heard.
You're a
that.
man that do it. That,
where?
I know I'm not doctoring anything.
that stay virgins till they get married.
Yeah, I don't know one.
Yeah, I could.
I'm about to look it up right now for y'all.
Yeah, look it
I
up.
mean,
I'll
tell
tell
me.
you.
Well, they grew up in Geauga County.
I know, wait.
What's wrong with that though?
What you mean was
What's
wrong?
wrong with?
You don't know not one person.
I know a couple men. I've met a few men over the years. I was born and raised in church, so I do know men that has waited.
Ooh.
So they say.
Just
A lot.
Not at our church, you alive.
I'm about to say, what church did you go
She
to?
been double dipping in churches.
You got
Going to
uncles
different
that
churches.
wait and us that
Preacher
wait.
getting busy.
Are you serious?
Right.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, Benji, our aunts, not our uncles, honey.
I'm trying to think who else would have been a virgin.
It's none of our
I think I
uncles.
got
I'm
me.
sorry,
She said
y'all.
it's not an uncle.
So sorry, but
Trust me.
no, it's
I
none of
think they
them.
got saved.
Yeah, man.
None of them, honey.
But what's wrong with Russell Wilson being a lame? Or being a regular, respectful,
It's not right.
loyal man?
I respect it.
That's lame?
It's nothing wrong with that. I think dudes be calling him lame because of how he took her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can get this girl, that girl, that girl, that girl, that girl, but you choose to get basically Future's leftovers.
What God put together, let no man put
Yeah.
asunder.
Ouch.
You said what?
What God? We ain't gonna bring religion into
She
this.
just
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
yeah,
He said no religion, no
But that's
religion.
not that.
Please.
If he like her and that's what he want, you know, that's his leftovers. Fine, you know what I'm saying?
But she shouldn't be telling women to stay
No, that's
single when she got her man.
She's wrong for that.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, she just released that song within the last week, and it's
Because
been
you just released a song before that with your prayer of how you got your man.
exactly.
Yeah, she wears
And now you telling us single women that's
Don't use
not
my
married.
prayer.
So this is a song.
She weird.
Yeah, she released a song.
She trying to make her money. Hey, y'all to live
That's
that.
it,
She
yeah.
trying to
Like,
make her money.
now she made a song, dog.
How you go from women empowerment to now you don't? Okay, whatever. If you say so.
This is a straight guy going to take up for the, you know what I'm saying, the alphabet community. He doing it for a check. Most likely.
When you say take up for the alphabet community, what do you mean?
Uh,
That's not talking about them.
Wait.
The LGBTQPRPL.
Oh, the
I
album.
rather one.
Yeah, he's over there.
One more quick icebreaker. I got a couple. These questions keep coming to me, even though we talked about this in the threesome episode. Are two guys and a girl a train? If so, why?
Yes. It's the train.
You said two guys and a girl?
Yes.
He gonna say yes.
Yeah, because the train is connected.
That's exactly how I think about it. It's the train.
So what is it with two girls and one guy?
Nah, that's the
I
train.
can,
Can't connect that.
I can do, they can do stuff together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a train.
It's so much stuff you.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. Go ahead.
I mean, it's a train if the train is fully connected and all holes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
See it?
When somebody's waiting, their turn.
Connected.
You see what I'm saying? So,
So-
I mean,
Could you be connected with two women in there?
Yeah.
So that would still be a train too.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get trained all types of ways.
yeah, but I'm saying the other ends ain't touching each other.
So
Like the train, the two opposite ends of a train don't touch each other. Right, so you already know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. The two opposite ends of a threesome can touch each other.
So two girls. Let's clarify. Two girls and a guy can have a threesome, but two guys and a girl are having a train. Or she's getting a train run on her.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's two.
That's how.
She got two
Yeah.
on one.
yeah,
For a guy, I mean, it's
That's a lot. That means she ain't.
I mean, if you've ever had a threesome, it doesn't look like a train.
It don't.
You know, it's many different positions you can go in with a threesome.
Tell us more.
Quick and down.
She's still resting. So it's either them two by themselves, like, you know, by themselves, and then another dude jumping in, or the female pleasing the dude while the dude is pleasing the female.
The train is connected.
Yeah, they're connected, yeah.
But I'm saying, it
Everybody's
can be the train at the same time. Either way it goes, it can be a train. Two girls.
And the second part to that
Brothers don't touch each other though. Two girls can't touch each other.
If I'm hitting one girl from the back and she eating out nothing,
Yeah.
that's a train.
No. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying
yeah.
the thing that will instantly ruin it if y'all two is if y'all touched each other.
But what if they're not touching
Oh.
It's still
To me, it's a threesome if y'all niggas are touching each other. If y'all not, to me,
It's a train.
Okay, the second part to that was, is it gay for two guys and one girl? According to a video I saw about Pinterest,
I don't think it's gay.
that's gay.
I'm not gonna say it's gay, but
for two
you
men to
have
be
to
taking a
have
room together.
something.
How's that
I
gay?
can't see nobody.
According
else
to
eating,
Pimp
man.
C.
That's what I'm gonna say. You have to me, it's like, say 100% is straight, right? 100% straight. But for you to commit that act, it's a percentage of you that has, to me, it has to be by. To put yourself in the, like, all of these guys in here, the second one of y'all do something sexually, I'm out of here. I don't want to see that shit, and I'm turned the fuck off, so I don't want to see you doing nothing either. So I'm about to do her, and I'm about to see y'all. One of y'all motherfuckers do. Nah, I'd rather go over there somewhere and do that.
So-
I don't want to.
So if it's so.
To me, that has some percentage about it.
No, wait, because I'm picturing shit in my head right now. So if it's somebody over here and it's we in the hotel room, right? I'm here, you and your spouse there. I'm with my spouse. Me and my spouse getting it on. You and your spouse getting it on. That's gay? Like, you think that's some gayness in there, or it's like?
I mean, that person can have a mental block in their head where they don't see them at all. They don't feel them. That's not gay to me.
So it's two men on one woman.
It's the
That's
part when
you feel like that's where the gayness.
To me, you gotta have some type of percentage of bisexual or gay in you to be able to still maintain fucking being hard and turned on by this other man.
I see what you're saying.
You see watching this shit.
Watching this man. Hard. No.
That's what I'm saying. The thought of it makes most sense, bro.
To me, it's the point when another man looks over at your shit when you about to insert it. You like,
Man, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Instantly.
okay, yeah, my opinion has changed. Once you put it like that, it's like in the video,
In the video, Pimp C, it was in a Bumby. He said, me and this man ain't never ran no train. I ain't fucking over here. He's fucking over there. Why y'all niggas dicks out together? Y'all some fairies. Y'all some faggots.
So it's not gay for a woman.
What you mean?
It is, but I mean, they frown upon it.
I think it's different for a woman.
Correction is gay as shit. Like, it has to, because you're going to have some type of interaction with one another.
Right.
Kissing, sucking, fucking, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, you have to be gay as shit.
You gotta be gay as shit.
Or you're not. Jesus.
when I told y'all, when I'm at the gym and I go and change in the private room by myself, but I ain't gotta walk out the shower and somebody is talking to me, lotioning up. Dang. Yeah, man, forget his leg up, put lotion on top of man. You hit a good shot today, like.
So then the add-on part to that then, does that mean that couples that go to like either sex clubs or like hedonism in Jamaica, does that mean that their man has a little bit of bisexualness in them because they want to go to a place where
Oh my God! It is like
That's how I think.
So you think that it's a little?
You got to. It's 100% straight, and then you have to have a percentage of that in you to accept it.
Like your dick
You see what I'm saying? Right, your dick has to stay fucking hard. Just like dudes we talk about in jail and shit. Which one is who's more gay? The person that
No, they both are.
Nah, but I'm saying the person that's raping the person or the person that's like receiving it?
Taking it.
Who is the more person that's gay?
The guy that's taking it.
So keep on.
The most gay. It's
Oh,
all
nah.
gay.
It's all
Yo,
gay.
y'all,
Jay like, I didn't know.
it all is. But the person who can maintain a heart on is the gayer one, because that motherfucker is not. The dude that's getting raped is just getting raped. They didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame them. Versus the person who's actually doing this shit. That person. No, but I'm saying that person is mentally still doing the shit. Like
Okay.
how are you?
We
doing
got a
it?
quick question.
That's crazy as fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
Isn't that the same as watching porn? Quick question. If a guy watching man and woman have sex in the porn, is that gay? No, that's education or you're learning.
Learning
Yeah,
what?
porn is not
fuck.
gay.
Learn how to fuck. What?
Don't people watch porn to learn how to fuck?
Yeah.
Some people do.
Some people do.
That's why I watched it.
I learned how to.
Learn
And I ain't gonna lie, I learned
I
how
mean,
to.
I was watching just, before she walked in, I'm like, I want to make sure I'm ready. I want
Nah,
to
make sure
try
I'm
to
ready.
get it to go.
We got a call.
Make sure.
It's for that. It's for that.
Make sure I was good to go.
It's for that.
It's not fucking him, Jack.
Hello, you on there with Kay? Hello?
Oh gosh.
Hi.
Oh wow.
What was that?
Okay. Alright, let's move on. So y'all know we did part 1 of the poly. You got another question, Carla?
She wanted to know the number to call in.
216-331-2269 is the number for y'all to call in and we can answer y'all questions live. 216-331-2269. They both gay.
Hold on, I got another question. Somebody said porn ain't gay. I learned how to eat pussy off porn.
Okay. Is there little peaches up there?
It's called learning on the job.
True.
You gotta learn on the job.
True. I mean, you gotta eat how
That's almost like reading a book.
Yeah, I've read books and tried to do the stuff I read about in
Old
books.
school hit me on.
I gotta see it.
I get old head, I bet.
Yeah.
I'm a visual learner.
Should be all the way together.
That's right.
Hey, it's a point when somebody grab your head.
You don't like that?
Well, I got hair now, so it's even more weird.
Oh, no it is.
Yeah, cause look, I had a chick grab both, like my hair longer now than I had to grab, like she grabbed
Like she
all
did.
my shit and I'm like, I'm like, hey man, chill out, dog. Like this shit is feeling too much. Like,
Pause.
We ain't got all night.
A couple weeks ago, we did the first part of our polyamorous and open relationship episode, and y'all know it didn't go well. So we have this lovely couple that decided to join us today to answer some of our questions. We got a list of questions for them. To clarify, polygamy is marriage amongst 3 people or more. Polyamory is just a relationship, and an open relationship is where it's a couple and they bring people in, or they have outside partners.
Which one?
The open relationship.
Open relationship is just non-monogamy.
Okay.
Like that could be almost anything. That could be a dude that just don't want to be in a serious relationship.
Okay.
Polyamory literally is just many loves.
Okay.
Just like monogamy is just one love. You see what I'm saying? So it's a definite misconception because for some reason people keep putting any and everything that is non-monogamy into polyamory. It's not the same thing. Even like a polyamorous person can just be polyamorous, just period. But they also can be polygamous as well. Because that's the practice of marrying more than one person.
So the couple we had here, they said they were in an open relationship. They were together, they're engaged, but they bring in girls. So are they polyamorous?
No, they could be polyamorous, right? Like I can't say what they are.
It's just more the practice of what they do.
Okay.
So are you in it just from a sexual perspective, or are you in it because this is actually someone who you want to love and bring into your relationship and where one day potentially get
I
married?
knew it was faking. I knew it was.
Don't know my best friend because she was not faking.
No, but it is
But they said that.
Yeah, they said that they're actually in an open
They said they was
relationship.
trying.
Yeah.
Lure women until they
Yeah,
found
they
them.
want that other dude. What's his name?
Oh, he wasn't with him.
No, he
I
wasn't
know
with
he wasn't
them.
with him, but
He
he
was
was
separate.
he was here.
He was saying he was polyamory, and clearly he was.
With two
I
girls
don't
that don't even
him.
know each other.
That was homeboy that was okay. Yeah.
want to talk about
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
so from what it also sounds like, what y'all saying, because I've been polyamorous for years. It was not like this when, just being honest, when the hip hop community got into it. Cause now it's just it's like it's a couple looking for a bunch of bitches to fuck on, and then we think that's polyamory to most. That's to most.
Mm-hmm. That's what it sounded like. Old boy was describing.
Yes, and that's not polyamory at all. That's nowhere near polyamory. It's no different than a monogamous couple saying we like to fuck on different women. You wouldn't call them polyamorous.
Right.
These two motherfuckers know that what's going on. They choose to be open about it, and they choose to allow that person to come into their relationship to have sex, not to stay, not to room, not to, create some kind of bond or some shit like that or whatever. So that is not it. And it's fucked up because polyamory is something that can help us as black people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an economic aspect that we don't pay attention to. No, this is just real shit.
That's what we need.
So to see people relegated to just this sex shit, and there's there's basically nothing there to bond the people together outside of sex, and then there's no building. There's no fucking building for shit. So it's just two motherfuckers having fun. They figure out, wow, oh shit, we're not fixing any problems, and we're not really going anywhere. And then it ends. And then that's the definition of us being in a polyamorous relationship, just fucking on a bunch of bitches or some shit like that or whatever. And it's like, obviously there's more sex, but it's definitely, the way it was pure, it wasn't this much misconception. It's so fucked up now. Like, relationships are bad now in general, right? Mm-hmm. But for me, a polyamorous person been in this shit for years, when it was like, okay, that person don't know nothing about it, so they're learning in the most purest way. So now we meet somebody now, this person got all these preconceived thoughts and all this shit, and it's like, I gotta deal with this motherfucker, first off, thinking that it's all about sex, then thinking they ain't gotta bring shit to the fucking table because they're hearing other people think that it's supposed to be some old polygamist thing where you can't, well, if you want to be a man and be polyamorous, you gotta afford to be able to take care of both. It's like, who the fuck told you that shit?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody. That's not, yeah. Sorry. I start going into some shit. Thank you, baby. That's why I got my baby.
So you guys, is it just you two, or do you guys have another partner?
That's a good question. So right now it is currently just us. We're in we'll call it a situationship with a girl with whom we were dating. Because to me, I think that the interesting part, people always ask questions like, how do you meet women? Who approaches who? How do you make sure people feel comfortable with the situation? The better question is, how do you break up with that bitch? Because you got two people who could be at different points of how they feel about this individual.
So is that the hard part?
To me it is. It'd be interesting to see what Shannon says, but for me, it is because we've had a situation where he was like, I'm done, I'm out. And I was like, but I still like her. I was like, wait a minute, can we talk? What happened? I was just in the other room. How y'all break up without me?
Right.
And I'm trying to, piece it back together, and then you fast forward, something comes up, and I'm like, fucking, I'm done.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, but wait, I still like it, right? So it's like, you can't, because it's not one of those things wherein, you can just turn off your feelings. And so if you really feeling somebody, how do you govern that? So for me, it's the hardest part.
Okay. I want to know Shannon's thoughts on that. How do you feel?
That's not hard for me. That's it's cool. that's not
Jesus.
that's not too hard for me because at the end of the day, when I'm done with that person, if she's not done with them, I'm not gonna lie. I just know the process. The process is if her and that other woman is not gonna make it, it's my fault. If me and the woman is gonna make it, that means we're gonna make it at some point. But if they are not gonna make it, then we won't make it at some point. I mean, we want to get in general. So if I'm not liking them, I'm done. She can still stay with them, but I know if she's the wrong person, they will eventually break up too. That's what I mean.
Okay. What are the boundaries in this kind of relationship?
When does it? It's like on what part? Like the very beginning, and we just meet them, or is it we in a full blown relationship with them?
Full blown relationship.
I think boundaries come into play just because you will have 3 individuals with 3 different personalities, how we live, how we keep the house clean, like, stuff to, like you said, like if you put sex to the side and you focus more on the household, you have 3 grown-ass people in a house together. So boundaries can be, I need my alone time. And if I need my alone time, go find the other person. And if that person needs a long time, you need to go entertain yourself. So boundaries more so comes in the way of like, how do we work as a couple? But I think it becomes more about communication and less boundaries, right? So like, for me, it becomes more about like, let's just make sure we're clear on some stuff. So like, when sex was happening, is it cool that you come upstairs and you see both of us get down in the bed, you feel a certain type of way? Should we have called you? Should we have let you know, sent you a text message? So it becomes more about communication than boundaries.
Yeah. With me,
You don't care.
really have no boundaries.
But that's because he's been in multiple polyamorous relationships.
So you have boundaries when it comes to the other woman?
I just have to get used to certain things, right? I have to be able to get used to, it's like, to me, it's like levels to it. And so I have to get used to the fact that I shouldn't say sharing, but I'm sharing my man in some way, shape, or form. So I have to get just used to the dynamic of how it is. Because I'd say these last 2 relationships have probably been the farthest that we've gotten. And when you're in a new situation, it's like, shit, how am I supposed to feel? Am I able to communicate it where I'm not hurting the other person's feelings? So that's why I say for me, it's more about having that open communication up front, and then we set boundaries.
Yes.
He does not care.
I don't care.
What constitutes sex in a polyamorous relationship? It's a question we got.
Shit, I guess everything.
So
Once it's on, it's on.
Is it fun?
You can.
So when you have your other partner, do you always only have sex with the 3 of you, or does it happen with whenever, with whoever?
Yeah, that's when it could be.
It could be
So,
whenever.
I want
Somebody
to
just
actually,
said, do you get mad?
if they having sex without her,
Yeah.
you can, right? I mean, it's like.
Would you get
I mean,
mad
I
if
can't.
they was having sex?
Well, no, not
Yeah, I
you.
can.
No, not you.
Okay.
I know,
Yeah.
not you. The other person, they can't get
No.
get upset, right?
It was asking
She
as
was
far
asking-
as you.
Yes. Do I get mad?
Like,
I won't necessarily say that I get mad. I will say, because somebody coming new into the relationship, we're
Yeah.
established, right? We're married. And so it's like I have a point to prove. So I want to show y'all that either I can fit well within your dynamic. I want to show y'all that, I like to get down. I'm putting on my best game right now. And it's like sometimes like you have to chill because you have to understand we are still sharing one man.
Yeah.
And so it's being realistic that like, all right, well, you just fucked him 30 minutes ago. Now it's my turn. And he'd be like, whoa, yeah, I need a break. You know what I'm saying? So it's also being mindful and understanding like, hey, she down, she ready. You should go take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
So again, to me, it comes back. So I could get mad, but it's more like I don't get mad. It's just like, as long as when I'm ready,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So that kind of moves us into our next question. How do you handle jealousy if there is any?
Jealousy is a part of every, just the human experience. So it's like what she was talking about, is communicating. So if I'm feeling a certain way, because man, I swear, it'd be like guys be thinking that you and it's gonna be just no, that most guys cannot do this shit. I'm telling the truth. It's like, because you are basically relinquishing the power for somebody else to do what you are fucking doing with this person. So if I could be sitting down, sitting there chilling or something, and if she come and take her hand and take, I'm like, so now I'm by myself. And it's like, hold on, they together. And it's like, hold on, damn. I'll be wrong if I go interrupt their time.
But why would you be wrong?
Because you got your own time sometimes.
So that's, okay.
Yeah, you got to have your own time. Like, you got to be like where it's he and I on a date, or me and a female on a date, or all of us on a date together. You got to understand that it's not like, all right, we three's company all the damn time. Sometimes it's just like, hey, I just want to be with Shannon, with Court. I just want to be with Court, my baby. And that's it.
Okay.
Or sometimes because women, we have different energy too. So say we into it, we just choose the word. We into it, he like, you'll be alright. She'll be like, come here, let me hold you. And I'm like, Steve, why can't you do this? I'd be like, but I'm gonna spend time with you. Why can't you just come kiss me on my forehead and tell me it's alright?
That's true. That's how you
So
need it.
Exactly.
That's
do sharing
how
time?
they do that.
So do
Like,
sharing time conflict? Do the sharing time conflict?
It can, but if you got unreasonable people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you know that this one person is busy, and it's like with me, I manage this shit. So it's like, okay, I noticed that you've been spending a lot of time with me.
Who's your big
So
sister? Who is
you
your
need
big
to
sister?
spend time with her. Y'all need to chill. Or if me and her ain't spent that much time, then we'll be like, hey, me and her need to go do this, go do that, go do, you know what I'm saying?
so y'all do have y'all like one-on-one. I like that. I thought it was all like you just said. I thought it was always like a
Schedule or something?
no, like y'all always together. Like y'all sleep in the same bed. Y'all eat together. Y'all go on dates together. Y'all have sex. I'm in my head. That's how I'm thinking it is. So
like me and Shannon love sports. So you gonna catch us at basketball game, football game, and a lot of times, god damn, you don't work on that. Me and this nigga here love sports. But the last couple of times, the woman we were with didn't care for it at all. So instead of sitting there and forcing her to watch the game with us, it's like, why don't you go chill and watch Netflix? The game will be done in a little bit. And then when the game is done, I'll come watch Netflix with you. They'll probably play 2K. And we'll figure out and we'll make it work.
I can live with a partner that enjoy some type of sport. Because I watch a lot.
That's like having a kid, like, wait.
what?
Like, I mean, like,
How?
the way you just said it, like, hey, go watch Netflix.
Then I'll be the kid
I'll be in
sometimes.
there,
They treat me like a kid, because when they watching some shit I don't want to watch, I'm by my fucking self. I get to go do me and not have to worry like, oh my God, I'm neglecting her, or I'm neglecting her. No, wow, she is fucking fine. I'm 100% don't have to think about nothing but me.
Right.
Like, and I don't think a lot of guys realize that shit too. It's like, no, they're fine. They're good.
Right.
All of that shit. I get to really relax. Not think of shit. Go do something. Go be productive doing something else. Like you say, play 2K or some shit. Hell, I could do something for them. You know what I'm saying? Make them dinner or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And make them
And I think, like, and oftentimes in relationships, you trying to be that person's everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Polyamory allows you to be like, this is what you're gonna get from Court. This is what you're gonna get from me. And so it gives you the opportunity to get the best of both worlds and two different people. So while it may seem like I'm saying, hey, go watch Netflix while we chill, she actually wants that. She don't want to watch.
So basically coming in is your way or the highway.
No, that's not what they saying.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm asking.
No. But why you?
That's a question.
No, that's
That
not
was a
a dope question. Because there's some people that do this. No, he's right.
Oh, okay.
It's some people that literally like, no, I want this woman to come into my house and do every motherfucking thing that we want her to do. And if she say one fucking thing wrong to me or whatever the fuck, this bitch gotta go. that shit happens. So that's not fake. That's we want somebody to be equal with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but you ain't coming in this motherfucker right away and being equal. Hell no.
Right. They gotta work their way up.
Yeah, that's some fucked up, stupid shit. There's a lot of women that come in and really.
So given that you guys already are a multiple partner situation, what's your definition of cheating? If your third goes out with someone else, is that you consider cheating?
Yeah, that's cheating. What you?
100%.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's 100%. Because we're in a triad.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah.
So if they cheat, is they done?
Yeah. Because we cheat, we done.
Has it ever been a time where your third has ever been like, hey, you know what I'm saying? My peoples was trying to see if they can come through.
The
Like
third
that,
trying to add a fourth?
Like the third just try to ask somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, my peoples just trying to come through real quick.
Like to like get some shit cracking or something.
Yeah, like, say she was out with her girlfriend, she like, shit, you know, she wanted to know.
What's the name?
I mean, because at one point in time, my husband was like, baby, I think we should.
No, it ain't no one point in time. It's whatever happens.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna still keep shooting this shot until this shit lands. So at one point in time, any point in time, he's like, we should add a fourth. And he had convinced our girlfriend at the time, to like, hey, you should bring somebody over.
No, I just told her to look.
And she was like, all right, bet. And she brought somebody over. And I'm looking like,
she found that motherfucker quick as hell.
She did.
That's because she already had her.
She did.
So this question is not on our list. I'm gonna get back to the list in a second. What would you say to someone who's been thinking about adding someone or presenting their partner with adding another person into the relationship?
Are they straight or they bi?
They're straight.
Because it make it easier if they bi.
They're straight.
Straight, I can explain different things. It's not more.
They're straight.
All right, if you're straight, it's based off of how do you see your quality of life at this point? Do you got a lot of time, money, patience, shit like that or whatever? And if you see a fucking grown adult moving into your household and helping you with every single adult thing that you got going on in your life right now, then it's something that possibly could work. Because just think about one person doing everything in the household. That person's exhausted. Two people, sometimes they feel like they don't really got a lot of help, but we find time. But when three motherfuckers is there, I'm not gonna lie, we sitting here, we just chilling, and we watching this motherfucker do this shit. I'm like, damn,
Amazing.
that shit do feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, Or when they all over sick.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was both sick.
Having somebody take care of
Well,
him.
have somebody
But it'd be vice versa. If she was sick, having somebody take care of him. So it's not
Right,
more
like
heavily weighted on us. It's just like a shared ownership or responsibility.
Yeah, when both of y'all was on y'all, whatever, and I taking care of both of y'all. It's like, it's just another adult helping you with your life. And if they're competent and they're consistent with what they're doing with their own life, them bringing it to your life, it should benefit you, you know what I'm saying? If you can get over the jealousy and the sex shit. If you can't, then leave that shit alone.
I'm jealous.
Right. I just want to know, when the three
I
of
can share mine. Because I would beat a bitch up. I don't know.
But at least you know that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So when the three of y'all go out, who picking up the tab? That's it.
Depends.
Like, do y'all get like, is it like a schedule to be like, okay, you had it last week, I got it this week, like?
Ideally, the reason why we laugh is because ideally you would like that to happen. But I think one thing that's like, you asked the question, I feel like part of it is like, it's not meant for the weak. Meaning, you come into something that's already established. And when you're getting to see a side of us that probably you wouldn't see if we were single. Because it's like, oop, we just started dating. I'm testing the field. I'm trying to see, test things out. But you see us, we've been in the game for a minute, so you like, oh damn, this is what it's like. And then they start getting a little comfortable. Super comfortable. And you be like, oh, bitch, slow down. Like, you just got here. Like, you gotta earn a little bit of stripes before you can start doing something like that. So the reason why we were laughing is because what we start to see is that they start to get super comfortable. and like, oh, well, since Court did da 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 da, I don't have to do anything. Mm-hmm. Or if I see, Candy doing one thing, I don't have to do anything because they got me. Mm-hmm. And it's like, nah, that's not how it works. No. That's not how it works.
Okay.
No super bums.
Okay.
Church.
You gotta come to the table with
something.
So I mean, was it like in the club, like when y'all three go out?
Lit. It gotta be.
Let me see. Just normal.
The normal, like people don't like. Yeah, I mean, for you being a guy, I know some guy got to work to you like, hey, man, what's up, man?
Yeah, well, okay, I'll say an experience that I had. Guys will assume that one of them are not with you. So a guy will probably like try to holler at him. And it's like, damn, like in my head, it's like, fuck, like I get it. But you don't see how close this bitch is to me, like, what the fuck? You don't think she's with me, you don't feel that she's with me. You know what I'm saying? So that is and I get it. A single guy looking he fucking any man motherfucker. He'll tell me which one he ain't with. Right. But it's like that's inconvenient as fuck. That's I hate that shit. But
okay.
It come with the territory and shit like that. So you just avoid it as much as you can.
Or people assume, oh, is that your friend?
Yeah.
And you be like, well.
yeah.
Okay, so reasons for entering a poly relationship.
I think it's more so like them benefits that I said. You got a in-house mediator, so like me and her get mad at each other or something. You got somebody close to you that wants to bring you back together instead of outside people telling you, fuck that nigga or fuck that female, shit.
And like I said, I think for me, it's like people truly think that you're gonna get 100% of what you need from one person.
Yeah.
And it's not realistic. Like, it's not even realistic when it comes to us, and we've been together for a long time. So knowing that you're not going to get 100% from that one individual, why not be able to get what you need fully from two people?
Open the door.
Especially for out here.
Yeah, right.
So what will happen if pregnancy or STDs happen?
Oh God, that's the part of
STD,
cheating.
that means somebody fucking cheats, right?
Yeah.
But the pregnancy.
That's a sort of STDs.
That's interesting.
For pregnancy?
Yeah, the pregnancy.
So I think it's about being clear about some things. So again, we're established and we're in this, right? And so when it comes to having a girlfriend, you got to understand that right now we're not ready to have, like, we want to have a family.
Right.
We don't want to have a baby mama or a baby mama situation at all.
Right.
So if we're not talking about marriage or we're not in marriage, we can't talk about kids.
I
Like that's not happening.
So what if one?
Yeah. So it may not be. So legally, of course, there's the challenges there. But if we are truly saying like we are married as a triad, that's the only way we're talking about kids. We're not building green nuts.
So it'll be cool. It'll be as the triangle offense. Y'all be cool on the pregnancy side.
Yeah. But she gotta be dedicated to us like we dedicated to each other. It ain't no basically look. When I established this relationship, when we got together, the thing is she had to be a wife. It was none of that. If you weren't being no wife, then we ain't being together. The next woman is the same thing.
Right.
If you're not gonna be no wife, then we're not doing this.
For sure.
Yeah, history of doing it. You ever stumble across like somebody that was like trying to dig, trying to go dig?
Of course. Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Accidentally.
How often?
Good question.
I think it was more so.
I think we run into. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I think it was more so taking advantage of the situation. Yeah. Like we do well for ourselves, have nice, up living and all that good stuff. So when they come in, they're like, oh,
sweet.
So has that happened? Has that happened a lot, or is it just wow?
Once they come to the crib, yeah.
That's sick. Y'all should get an apartment and test the water.
I say that. I told him that. I told him that.
That's what
I
y'all
was
need
like,
to do.
listen, we just need to create.
It could be a nice apartment or whatever. But baby, you gotta show me.
Oh, that's that'll be like the test trial.
Yeah, like for real.
Trial period.
Because first off,
have a bed on the floor.
Yeah, man, like how long would your test trial be? Like a month, 30 days?
I mean, it's
40
just
days?
6 months.
It's definitely genuine and not like willing to take it. Like, it's like this shit is so crazy how that is the major. That's the major factor.
That's
Major
crazy.
factor. Bums.
So, what will you do if someone new wants to enter the relationship? Like, say y'all out at the club, somebody knew y'all was spotted, and they come up and like, I'm interested. How would y'all handle that? Or if it's or y'all just been kicking and they like, okay, I really want to take this on.
Are you doing this on purpose? You gonna smoke right in my nostrils. I have to hit the blunt.
What would you say? Go ahead, you trying to
I think for me, if
Why you like laughing?
it depends on how she looks. I think for me, what I found is that it has to be a connection between me and the female. Which you like, duh. But it's like, nah, it's got to be on a different level of a connection between me and the female.
Yeah.
If not, it won't work.
Yeah.
And so if it's like, if we are approached by somebody who's interested, I want to know why. I want to know your intentions.
That's true.
Right? Because we've had a lot of women who just was like, oh, so y'all just want to fuck? I mean, it's cool that y'all want, but if we could just fuck first.
Yeah.
You'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do y'all like the same type of women?
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah, shit.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man, you answer that question for people.
Y'all know our palates are a little bit more, we like more shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
All the men are looking at you like, what now?
yeah. Look, man, I swear, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, yeah, man, hey, yo, she nice, ain't she? Man, I swear, it'd be like, yeah, she bad, but look at her left pinky.
They got something to say about
like
shoes
this.
or outfits, jewelry, costume drugs. Like, hey, imagine when her clothes on. She be like, nah,
You know what I'm saying? We can buy this bitch some new clothes. Like, what the fuck? Like, I swear.
I have a question
Don't pick up context.
for Candy. So, do you only desire to have another woman? You don't desire to have another man?
This
is
dumbest fucking I hate
It is
this.
not a dumb question.
It's not dumb. It's not dumb. It's not dumb.
For me, no. And sometimes when people hear that, they just assume like, why you let your man control
That's the
you?
part I'm talking about.
Why if you want to do polyamorous, why can't you be open to everybody? Well, first it was the part that he mentioned as far as he'd have to have a little bit of bisexual in him for that to be okay. And he also has to be okay with the fact that if I just got dicked down by another man, that he's following up behind that, right? So if you take the male aspect out of it, my husband is not bisexual. So for me as a woman, I now have to please two men.
Right.
At the rate at what they want it, when they want it, how they want it, because they're not going to get that level of sexual intimacy, any of that from each other. So now I got to work overtime. I already got a job.
Isn't he working overtime?
No, because me and the woman,
Oh, well, yeah.
me and the woman are
I said
together.
I'm good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get to just
That's kind of like the
Right.
best of like two women and a man is like, I think that's like the best of both worlds.
Unless they mad at each other.
What about when you mad at one?
Oh no, they don't change.
You know what I'm saying?
I still gotta.
You can still go over here and just be with this one because you ain't mad at her?
But I'd be like,
And
don't
not
be
want to
laughing
touch
too
this
much.
one.
I'll be having too much fun over there.
Right.
Here, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, come upstairs.
Do
Don't
I-
talk to him no more.
Do I have I felt guilty sometimes doing that shit? Yeah. Like I'm like, damn, I know she mad at me, but you know, like, and because I'm in this mode. If she mad at me, I could be taking care of what I'm, giving her the space. But then it's you. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and go do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Chill, talk, or literally whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then, but you really gotta like take your mind that you are okay. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that does take some getting used to too, because you care about the person that's also not good at the time.
How about like family events? Special occasion.
Shit.
Uh,
A major event, goddamn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Willingly by himself. So he is much more open and does not care what his family thinks. Will literally be like, hey, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like y'all don't just have to accept it. I'm much more private. So, that part we have not gotten. We got to that part,
We definitely got that.
but people ain't know.
We didn't know.
It wasn't like I was going around saying she's here.
Right.
But yes, she was out there.
so, if anyone of y'all like this,
How did she feel? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Real quick, I'm sorry. How did she feel about it?
It was tough.
For her?
Yeah. It was
Why?
tough. Well, cause
I feel like she should have just been in the crowd like
or stay her ass at home.
first day position. Yeah, because you knew what you was getting into when you got into it. So don't be sitting over there with them feelings
The thing is,
and them pictures looking all mad.
they was.
Was you there?
I don't know.
Girl,
That's
no.
It happened at my way, and so I know.
Sorry, go ahead.
And I ain't even
I'm
know.
glad you go ahead.
No, you know, she was going through her stuff.
The pictures was off the chain.
Yeah.
The birds. Am I with? We talking about them.
Yeah, no, what was it? She was good. She had fun. She just was going through her stuff.
She
Was
cried.
going
She was
through. Yeah, that was
weekend,
yes.
okay?
Oh wait, did she go on the honeymoon?
No.
But she
But
cried.
she couldn't take the whole honeymoon. The entire time we was out, she was right there.
Which
So
means
y'all
she
didn't
was
really
like
enjoy
that.
it?
What, the wedding?
The
Hell yeah.
honeymoon.
Oh, yeah.
The honeymoon.
Oh,
Hell
hell
yeah.
yeah. We was out there balling.
Yeah.
Dope. So yeah, no, so it didn't stop. It didn't necessarily stop a show, but it did put a damper on the situation. Because to your point, if you realize that you can handle that emotionally, it's probably better that you do stay at home. So that way you're not putting yourself through that.
So when we come back home and then it's just like nothing happened. We just home.
Right.
We at home.
Right.
It's the same program. We just took a little vacation.
Took a little detour.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's another part that's a little hard sometimes dealing with too, because it takes a real secure woman to be in this type of situation and to be happy for certain things that we do on our own. Because when they by themselves, they start to think too goddamn much, and then they start thinking like, oh well, maybe this isn't for me, and I should find my own person, or maybe I want to build my own by myself. And it's like, you sound stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Because building your shit by yourself, you basically saying you want the other person to feel like how you feel.
And I think it goes back to the comment of like, you also have to earn this, right? So like when we went to our honeymoon, not stunting at all, but like we went to the Maldives and Sri Lanka. We are not going to be like, oh, well, let's figure out how we bring our girlfriend that we just really started dating on a trip like that.
Right, yes.
And it's levels
That's
to it.
a little bit more $1,000 y'all would have to spend on her to go.
And you going to foreign countries, because we travel a lot of foreign places. They're not letting you have 3 people in the bed. They're not letting you have 3 people in a room at a time.
Oh,
so
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta pay extra, or you gotta get 2 rooms, and they'll actually question you.
So they really strict like that.
Overseas, man.
I'm telling you, you
wow.
cannot
Too
like
much
try.
shit going
When you try
overseas.
to rent a room, if you try to put 3 people, it will not allow you to do 1 room
Oh, wow.
unless they're all of the same sex.
She don't think you a spy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's some. That's why it just take a woman that that want to follow. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if she just thinking of her own, she just gonna be all over the place. Not gonna lie. I'm talking about because what you having to think about what 2 people thinking about, you really need to communicate and talk. You see what I'm saying? Instead of you just going off the hinges and thinking whatever you think she thinking about. Or whatever you think I'm thinking. It's a lot of communication, man. So it takes a.
I'm being nosy real quick. Do y'all still have a relationship with the girl from the wedding?
No.
Is she like a friend still, or she just cut off?
You can't, it's hard to be in a situation when you're still friends with that individual. Right? So it's like, would you break up with your ex and still be friends with him, still have him around the crib, still have him around, being around in your environment?
Okay.
That's difficult.
Okay.
Because then you'll mess around and dabble back into some stuff, knowing that it's not going to progress further.
And then the jealousy gonna be right back.
But if you let Shannon Court tell it, he gonna be like, yes, she can come back. Yes, she can come back, babe. Get the feelings back. Don't you feel the feelings?
Feelings in your right pocket.
You
feel the feelings out your pocket. Let's go get it.
At what point did you realize monogamy wasn't for you?
I think it was about. It was an accident. I mean, I've only seen I got a big family, and I got a lot of men in my family. All the men are married, so I value marriage like a motherfucker. So after that, oh man, my mama told me be good to him, but she ain't never. My mama told me to treat him good, but she never told him what to do outside of treating him good. Just treat him good. So that kind of made me end up liking more than one girl at the same time. Basically, life kept going on. Never saw nothing wrong with having two girls. Just didn't know what it was called. Ended up with a woman who was a lesbian. She was in a lesbian relationship, and me and her ended up getting together. And I was around both of them. And, being around both of them, and I started feeling like, this is kind of cool, it's fun, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Me and the lesbian didn't do anything with each other. We were just really cool. But we loved the same, or liked, whatever, the same woman. You see what I'm saying? So that was like the start of it. Then I became a relationship coach and all that shit, and then I learned about it, and then I was like, oh, I've been doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this been in me the whole time, so it was like just something that resonated with me. I was like, yeah.
But if it didn't work, would you be okay with that?
If a polyamorous relationship didn't work overall, but like this, I say it like this: I would want the entire world to accept and appreciate the right forms of polyamorous relationships, right? So let's just say the ones that's more to family and shit. And building and stuff like that, whatever. Not just having fun and stuff like that. So my strictly building family. If me and my wife, if let's say everybody who could be in a polyamorous relationship ended up in one, and there's no more people available to be in one, and it's just me and my wife, I'll be fine. I'll be happy. There'll be nothing wrong with me, because the world is accepting something that I appreciate. You see what I'm saying? Something that I value. Just because I couldn't find it, it ain't no guarantee that I'm not entitled to be in no relationship. I'm not entitled to be married. You see what I'm saying? So I sure as hell ain't entitled to be in a polyamorous relationship. You see what I'm saying?
Back to the question earlier, do you guys desire to have a child just amongst yourselves outside of, your third partner? Any other questions?
Ooh, that's good.
That's everything.
Well, shit, have any one of y'all ever did something out of being petty, just want to have sex with y'all significant other, just being petty?
Say that one more time, because I think I might.
Any one of y'all ever did some petty shit I'm about to go handle this, and then fuck you, basically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would say on both parts. Like one day I was working from home, and both of y'all was off. These two bastards getting it in the garage.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yes. Yes. And I'm mad. We finna go to the game.
Basketball game.
We late. And I was like, I'm up in here working, and y'all, I was like in the house dirty. Like I had a whole attitude. Dishes was dirty. Dogs hadn't been walked. I come outside and she fighting about. I was like, ain't this some shit? So it may not have meant to be petty.
It was in mid.
Yes, it was.
In mid.
So it may not have meant to be petty, but I was like, oh, it's both of you.
I am literally and then I'm like,
oh, wait, though, in the garage, why you ain't want to go in the house?
It's just happening. It wasn't something I set up. It wasn't nothing like that or whatever. It was just,
So then I got you back. I think you was downstairs. You was downstairs doing something. Yeah. And I was like, hey, come upstairs real quick.
Yeah.
And so he was like, man, where everybody go? And he came upstairs, he's like, you motherfuckers. Yeah. He's like, can I get in? No, you can't, bro. This ain't for you.
Then I just went downstairs.
You was like, yes, you did.
That's funny.
But it's times where it's beneficial, where it's like I wake up in the morning or something and she, Like I had a day off or whatever, and she about to go to work, and I'm like, damn, you about to be like, you ain't got no time real quick, and she like,
hang in, baby girl. Go ahead and handle that. Y'all have a good day.
she'll call her name, and she be like, come upstairs.
So I wanted to ask that question actually. Do y'all sleep in the same room or no? Oh, y'all do? Okay. So y'all like a California king?
Man,
I don't think any bed is big enough for 3 people to be in there. I ain't even gonna lie
that's
to you.
true.
And we got
I like it though.
Of course you do. I like it.
I couldn't do it.
But
No,
you can go sleep in another bed if you want to.
You
You can go sleep in another room if you want to.
So would one of y'all sleep in the other room?
Hell. You gonna be mad at us and sit your ass and lay down right there? Shit, we ain't going nowhere.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
That's
Sid, do you
fine.
think you can handle a poly?
Yes. I think any man could.
No, I gotta say
You don't think so?
I say probably 20%, maybe.
Two
I
women
could.
out too
I could.
at the same time
I
in the
could.
house.
See, I'll be
I'm not
in
playing.
some more instead of poly, and I'm gonna take it more than I'm gonna take it beyond that. Shit. I'm gonna be like a Mormon. So I'm gonna have wives
Polygamy.
like David and them back in the day. They have many wives, and I'm gonna have many wives.
Jake, could you handle a polyamorous relationship?
Nah, yeah, you already know I got a bad attitude. I don't fuck with
You can handle
See,
two.
that's dope.
I don't like I mean, I fucks with it, you know what I'm saying? I had it was a female couple, they'd invite me over and shit. When I was done, I was done. They like, stay the night. I'm like, all right, got you. I'm about to actually go to the store and grab some snacks to show y'all.
This man.
Look, I
He went home.
I
I
got
got a lot of personalities, man. There's a lot of personalities.
And
Yeah, that'll fuck my mind up.
See, this the thing is, right? Because it's so much of the outside shit. I got a guy that cheat all the fucking time. I'm just like, dog, just tell. Well, he don't cheat no more because he telling me that that's what he on. And it's like, well, why you don't want, you know what I'm saying? You know, like a poly situation or some shit. He like, man, that's too much. It's too much responsibility. And I'm like, well, no, man. Like, this takes some of the responsibility off of you. He like, no, I don't want none of that shit. I literally gotta, if I make her mad, I gotta really care about making her not mad anymore. And like, I just can't do it. Like, mentally thinking about all that, it's a lot to think about. It's not an exaggeration. I can be mad. Fuck it. It could be situations where she fuck up with me, and I'm like, man, she da da da. Them two talking about making it better for me. You see what I'm saying? Or if she fuck up with her, I gotta talk to that woman about her.
If I'm cheating, I can just cut you off.
You can just cut it off, right? Just do nothing. Or if you're in an open relationship, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're not cheating. You feel me? It's like your girl just allowing you to do your thing, right? You know what I'm saying? But once you start adding that love into it, and you really gotta care about these people, which means you gotta invest in these people. You gotta show love to these people, nurture these people. It ain't just we just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You asked earlier, you asked the question about like how does insecurity play a role in the relationship, right? I tell him all the time, the only way I can be insecure is to him. So if he puts it in a situation to make me insecure, then so it's a lot of ownership when it comes to that.
So I got a question. I'm being serious. But how do y'all handle Valentine's Day?
Oh, we don't do that.
Oh, y'all do Valentine's?
Good shit. Good shit. Fuck Valentine's.
Now we're both firm believers that like you gonna love me every day. So I don't want just a day. Yeah, so every day in some way, essence, and form should be Valentine's Day. I don't want you to be an asshole to me for 364. But on Valentine's Day, you can put some shit to balloons and shit. Nah, fuck that.
Valentine's Day, they take y'all a little top on Valentine's Day.
They sure do.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
I
honestly don't care about Valentine's Day.
But I say if anything,
They
it's
don't
more
get
like
shit on
Christmas.
Sweeties there.
Okay.
What happens on Christmas?
What happens on Christmas?
She gets spoiled. She gets
Oh, no.
Just you.
It's levels.
So how that rock?
So yeah, explain that.
Holidays.
Like she got a car with some money
How
in
do
it.
the holidays rock?
Oh, no, she still got a nice gift.
Yeah, she get a nice gift.
But it's not going
It's
to
not gonna
be
be her shit.
to the extent.
Yeah. And she shouldn't expect it. You know, she shouldn't expect it.
She get off your gifts?
Did she?
She did.
But
Was it
you
a
still
good?
could. That's what I'm about to say. See, that's what I'm about to see. He on it. See, that was the next thing, right? Because you were buying a gift for two people, and you think we just sitting here like, no, bitch.
Y'all buying a gift for two people, or y'all going in on her gift?
No.
So y'all all doing the same thing.
Exactly.
I know, but that's not that's what I'm saying. If you thinking, what are them two thinking? What are them two thinking? What are them two thinking? What are them two doing? What are them two doing? That's what they do a lot. Like,
so it really should just be a woman coming in that's genuinely wanting this and just not thinking like that. Once you get to thinking like that, it's like me, I would be the one that's like, what's she thinking?
Yeah,
what he thinking?
I'm talking about, you even had some like, because they buy like, if you having a bad day and you by yourself, we can't help that shit. Like, don't blame us and be like, we all got each other. I know. What the fuck?
Even after you leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a bad day and y'all got each other.
Yeah.
So have y'all ever hit the good gifts for yourself? Like, yo, I got them some Balenciaga, but don't tell that bitch you got it.
Type shit.
You know what's so fucked up? No. I took a motherfucker shopping for her, with her.
Yeah.
You can come with me while I go buy her shit.
And she ain't want nothing. Like, she wasn't in there like.
She may have wanted something, but that ain't got shit to do with me. You gotta earn this shit. You not coming into this motherfucker.
Oh, that's the one that was on the 30-day trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about, I done had motherfuckers, man, we done had motherfuckers that stupid one when we asked for an oil change,
Oh, yes. She wanted, she's like, oh, my gas need to be filled. I need an oil change. I paid like $300. What?
Oh, she came how many days into the 30-day trial was she in?
That bitch was in a fucking, like a week.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, she the one that you was talking about that thought it was sweet.
Yeah.
They come into the, and they think it's, oh, y'all,
Yeah,
the
it's
cake.
like, what?
No, we looking for somebody to, so it'll be young ones.
Man, them young ones, boy.
Yeah, okay.
Was
All right.
Is that
They're
under
looking at
25
y'all like
over
y'all was
25?
caking.
That's under 25 or over 25? Under, yeah.
Which is
motherfucker.
Yeah, they thought they ran into a lick because y'all older.
Yeah.
So they thinking y'all like, oh man.
The 30 ain't fucking them down here.
Everybody think they running into a lick if they run into a lick.
Yeah, it's like when they cross 32, that's when they mindset be like, well,
Right.
Yeah.
chill.
So what if the other party invites y'all to a family function, to their family function?
How y'all handle Thanksgiving? Who cooking?
I'm sure.
She cook.
I'm sure. So you gotta know how to.
What if she come in your kitchen like?
Oh,
no,
If she can cook,
oh, man.
baby, I'll take a house like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Our experiences.
Shit.
So does she skip the 30-day trial if she do that?
Listen,
if
do
she
you
do
understand
it,
if somebody came in the crib and did the things that, like you said, it's kind of like filling that void. So if they came in the crib, cooked, clean, walked the dogs, that shit I don't have to do, bitch, you will get laid up. Like, what you want? You want to go shopping? You want to go do some things?
So that's
y'all better check y'all blood pressure after 8 meals. She might be. I got the ass.
That is true though. That's how fucked up it is. It's like, yo, they come in with
never,
no light skin.
you never
I
know.
just want to
Motherfucker
say,
be cool as fuck.
man,
The next thing you know, he's like,
motherfucker.
you say one tricky thing, you set him all the way up. You're like,
I
yo, you was just
really
cool.
do.
Like, you did everything you supposed to have did. I just said this one thing. Like, so, like, you gonna still make the tacos? Like,
Yep.
fuck you, you don't need that.
See, and that ain't how we were in our household. If she say fuck me, she mad at me, she still gonna go cook.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do what I gotta go do. You see what I'm saying? So we need women with the same energy.
Can y'all counsel me and my husband?
Yeah, I mean,
Because when I get mad, it's big.
I know, yeah.
I be
Ain't
mad.
cooking, ain't cooking, ain't nothing.
Oh shit, going bed. Am I
Yeah,
like that?
see, I can't
I want to
take
congratulate y'all on the
No, I'm
success.
not like that.
I can't take shit like that.
I be angry.
But what's
I know somebody that get mad and just be like, fuck you.
I wouldn't say it's been successful until we've actually found
Oh, y'all ain't find Mary Poppins yet. I understood.
Are
Y'all
y'all
just
still
said if y'all
actively
find
searching?
Mary
Or y'all
Poppins,
just on the okay?
Oh,
Y'all.
100%.
y'all
That's-
just said
but that's
if y'all
also
find
why
Mary
it's
Poppins,
not
it's
keeping-
on in
I'm
Poppins.
gonna say we need somebody tomorrow.
So, fuck all that.
I'm still want to keep it open for
Yeah.
another one if it make want somebody the next day. So it'll be 2 people we be talking to, but this is how fucked up the shit is. I don't bank on both of them making it.
What?
Because that's how.
Let me
I'm not trying to down these women.
I'm a matchmaker.
But these women's thought process are so bad and so fragile that this is typically what's gonna happen. They're gonna crumble. So they're gonna do some mental issues, some financial strain or some shit, and they gonna want us to bail them out, and we're not doing that. And then, or they want us to overextend ourselves to their trauma and shit. And then we not, I'll help you, but I'm not overextending myself with that either. Right. And then they end up falling off. So that's what I'm saying. It seems like it's just keep one, right? Because the odds.
So what if y'all run into that one? They got both of y'all. Bah.
Man, that'd be crazy, boy.
Like just got both of y'all just open.
Who played the wingman in this relationship?
Yeah.
Who the pickup artist?
Who is it?
It's point guard. Oh, you the point guard?
100%. I'll do that shit in front of the world.
And you
was single, y'all was single, I'll let y'all like
We are literally at a couple's resort. And this man is like, this man was like, you think she gone? I'm like, I really think that's her man next to it. Y'all know that. Like, I'm like, damn, man.
I respect anybody, so I wouldn't never want to make another man feel like I'm coming to, you know what I'm saying?
But they don't try.
It's always an opportunity.
You don't know.
Y'all just, if Cardi wasn't married, would she be an option?
Can I? So, me and Court used to work together, and he was telling me about it, and I was just like, oh man, it was.
You would say, "Ooh, I love your wife."
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, I love your wife. He was like, all right. I'm like,
love me. If you are not about this life, please don't he be like, hey bitch, you gonna be easy. But like,
listen. So he left, and so I was like, what you mean by that? And he was like, I'll tell you later. So he came back. I'm like, what you meant by that? Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but no.
I say, I'll be putting out shots. I don't care. I don't feel nothing. It's like, it'd be equivalent to like, if hey, can I get a sip of that? That's how it would be. And you said, if he's like, nah.
Well, that's because men are used to rejection.
Yeah, why would I give a shit? If that's his stuff.
Right.
If he wants it,
for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't care. You know, if I want my own, I'll get my own. And so if a woman tells me no, okay.
Right.
I know what we got going on, so I only feel like I'm
benefiting
your life.
Right.
No, I literally feel like I'm benefiting your life by coming to you and asking you, do you want to be a part of our life? And this is genuine.
Right.
Some people get like, nah, whatever. This is how I feel. Shit, I'm dead ass serious. The women that we haven't been with, that we were with, they was dating all that. I feel like they were fucking stupid. Like if I was them, I would have been on my best fucking head. But I would have been like, damn, this is how for real. And this
all
is
I gotta do is cook and clean.
That's
and
it.
Take care of the crib.
That's all y'all require from
no. The
Can't
fuck?
have a house with everybody.
That was a question I actually wanted to ask. Do y'all want the woman to come in with almost the same as what y'all have already?
Look, at the end of the day, we're not gonna turn no woman down if she was a fucking multi-millionaire or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Roles would just have to change.
What if she worked at McDonald's though, and she was like choosy? Like she like.
She already smell like french fries.
She can't do that.
Let's
hear it. Let's hear it.
You gotta get the struggle.
Choosing coming home smell like fries.
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
gonna tell
if she?
you one motherfucking thing. I don't want no motherfucking no.
So what if she was? What if y'all had? Okay, so have you ever had a situation where you had someone? Forget the whole McDonald's crap. But what if? So have you ever had a situation where you had a woman who was more interested in her or more interested in you?
Oh.
Good question.
Yeah, I've had that before. We've had that before, and it's like I don't really like that type of shit. Cause like, what was it? That one porn star looking bitch with the BBL.
Oh my god. It makes it difficult. It makes it difficult because it's then like you're catering to his needs and his wants, and it's like, all right, I'll just check in on Candace, and it's
Yeah.
and it's like it don't work that way.
It can't be that way.
Yeah, that sounds draining to me. This bitch.
But it's also understanding that like it's not gonna be like 33%, 30%. Like at some point you're gonna have more of a connection with the other person than the other person. Like it ebbs and flows based off of it. But if it's more a tendency to go towards one, like I wouldn't want a situation, even though he wouldn't care, where the person only was interested in me.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Or you ever get a girl that thinks she wanted it for time to eat some pussy and she ain't on it?
You don't eat pussy or drown.
So can the female, can she not be, like, can she not want to eat coochie, or does she have to? She's talking about that's the, I can't be with no man.
What did you here for?
That's a prerequisite.
Yeah, what are you here for?
So you don't get fined? Like what's the problem?
Yeah. The only dynamic I would deal with in that type of situation is if that woman was, like I got 10% of her, but we had another one. You see what I'm saying?
What if she ain't know how?
I'm a teacher. We're a teacher.
Are you a teacher?
We're both teachers. Shit.
Hey, so what if another chick? It's like, well, I got a chick and brought her in because that's her main chick.
See, that's why.
That would be.
That's what I would say. I'm looking at the totality of the situation. If it fits, then it's something that I would look at and be like, yeah, we're gonna at least try to see.
Y'all had 4 going on at once before?
Like, we would like talk to more than one at the same time. While we was dating somebody else.
But if that went down without time, so you'll be like David.
He would be definitely now. I'd be like, that's too many damn people.
See, right, and
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of personalities. I already.
It is.
That's a
20
lot,
years, I
man.
can't
That's what I'm
even
saying.
afford it.
Colorado in the Mormons be done. I don't know how they do it, man. They have like 16 wives.
Yeah, that's
sister,
the one.
because at that point they're sister wives, right? They're like they don't really.
I mean, they are, but they still gotta. You still that one man gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
And that's why I said at that point they're sister
Mary
wives. I think
Jane,
at
you
some
better
point
tell
you
her
just
to
gonna,
shut up.
the universe is going to divide that 4 people into 2.
Right.
I just do not see.
Oh, she believes that.
I
A
definitely
bottom one, I don't know. A bottom one can't control the other 15. You gonna have to have like a bottom 7.
Well, Court and Candy, I appreciate y'all for coming and giving us more insight into this lifestyle.
Yes.
Anybody
Man,
got
this was a dope.
announcements?
It was like, if I wasn't so jealous, I'd be like, let's do it, you know?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it the past few weeks. I thought about what it'd be like to introduce something into my relationship.
Oh, that's why you've been wanting to do this so much.
No, bitch.
I'm about to say, let me talk to both of
We
y'all.
is on part 2, ain't we, Park?
No, I thought about it.
We on part 2.
Is
She-
it a
I
part
care
of
about. I care about my pH. I just don't see. I'm just on 2.
But you.
I wouldn't do it.
That's not an excuse.
I'm not eating coochie.
That's fine. That's an excuse. Or you don't have to. But would you be okay with him having sex with her?
Right.
Okay, well then that then you can't do it.
No. Like I said,
Okay.
I thought about it. Like, I wonder how that would work out.
But no, she said she too
It was a
young.
thought.
I thought about it too, but I know me. It ain't gonna work out.
I care about my pH balance.
That could be 10 years.
But I'm real jealous. It's just jealous.
We need tests up front.
You got any announcements? You got anything coming up, Sid?
Oh yeah, I'm going on tour, 7-city tour.
Period.
I'm starting out in Atlanta, April 16th.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm
Any
working on this
update?
movie
Oh,
too.
I'm sorry. My bad.
That's it.
Any updates on the new season yet?
Tubi, and we're gonna just start something else in the meantime. So I'm gonna be traveling to Atlanta. We're gonna get some sites together to do this new film. That's about it.
Broader podcast, Birch coming soon. Next week, we talking about incest.
Oh hell.
Yeah.
It was inspired by a story I got.
They're not gonna be here, is they?
No, they don't even know what I'm talking about. They don't even know I know the story.
Who you talking?
Oh. So do y'all research, get y'all questions together. We'll see y'all later. I'm Kay.
That's not it.
I'm Sid V216.
I'm Carly with a K.
And this is Broader Podcast, signing off.
That was lit. I love it. I couldn't I couldn't get it because I know him as Shannon. So
I've never called him before.
Is that weird? It's something you call me.
I know.
did y'all like it?
Yeah.
It was lit. Y'all gave a lot of insight on just the relationship. Because I was always lost on what it really is like to be in a poly relationship. Y'all really answer all of the y'all answer the questions. Y'all know. I don't know those little girls. They all retarded. I don't get to deal with them. How
Yeah, man, that's all I'm doing, man. Y'all raw, man.